Good morning. How is everybody on this day after Christmas? I'm fighting some asthma nonsense. I've been sick for the past couple weeks, and just the residual lingering of whatever nonsense it is that I have going on. Don't mind the mess here. I got to go into my job later on, and didn't feel like messing with my hair. Drinking some apple cider vinegar and some honey, trying to open up my chest. Had to use my other inhaler. Hold on. Everything seems to be draining. This nice cold weather here we've had in St. Louis, Missouri, where it's been sub-zero temperatures, and they're calling for some major snowstorm today. It snowed a little bit over the night, but yet to see any big accumulation. I will try to stay out of that glare there. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Kitryn Marie. I reside in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm an artist, writer, speaker, life, and a business coach. Trying to do all the things, finish out the year, go into next year with a whole clear mind, hopefully a clear head, and feeling much better than I have been over the last couple weeks. But I want to know, how did you just manage through Christmas? How'd you just do? What'd you get? It was quiet here. My daughter had the flu. Well, it started out, she didn't feel real good, and then it went into a flu, which was fine because I was still dealing with all of my bronchial and respiratory things. So she decided, which I was more than okay with, that we would celebrate our Christmas after the fact. Actually, it's kind of nice. Why do you have to do everything right on 2 days? Why can't it, stretch out? Gives you something to look forward to. Tyler and I spent the day here yesterday. It was wonderful. He got his gifts and he bought his mother a brand new broom with a nice dustpan because he knows I am forever going through the house cleaning. This is a great time of year as you are finishing out Christmas, going into your New Year's. Before you take down all of your decorations, start to think what you really want to deep clean. How much of a deep dive do you not only want to go in to yourself to clear your head, to clear your mind, to clear your heart, to clear your soul, so you have brand new for the beginning of the year, but what in your house do you want to declutter? What in your house no longer serves you? And as you are going into the next year, that you're starting basically with a clean slate. In my back room, I have a canvas that I am trying to figure out what it is that I want to paint. I want to do a companion piece to my barn night scene that I have. I didn't paint a whole lot this past year. I didn't create anything this past year. And I was thinking this morning, really over the last couple days, what did I do this last year that served me well? Because if I'm not creating, that is usually an extension of who I am and what I do. But I didn't. This year I didn't create one thing. I didn't sew one thing. I didn't put together one floral piece. I didn't work on one craft. I went into my job and I did my job and I went out to my Ruby girl. This was a year of finding balance, getting my central nervous system back in a working order so I could clearly think into a direction in which I want to continue, with an altering fact that things that served before can no longer serve in the future. When you are talking about decluttering, you have to think in terms of your own life. What is not working, and why are you continuing to beat your head to maintain something or try to work with something if it is not serving you? With the holidays and things like that, it's not about the dollar amount and the gift that you received, but it's about the people that you surround yourself with because they mean something to you. And although my kids have kind of, they've all been sick and we're doing things at a later date, this was the first Christmas that I can honestly say that all of them have been very present in where my feelings were. And it's a lovely feeling as a parent to know that your children are finally getting the bigger picture into what a holiday means. And my daughter, knowing her, it will kill her to leave her tree up an extra week because she's one of those where everything is in a place and place for everything. But decluttering your life, going into a new year, how did this past year serve you? What did you learn on your own? What did you have to do on your own, accomplish on your own, seeing the value of the people that you're surrounding yourself with that no longer are serving you? So, in the terms of last year, how did it serve me? I had peace of mind. I cooked when I wanted to. I went to the grocery store only when I had to. I was able to take the money that I was earning and putting it where it needed to go so I could see how I could better track my own finances. Now, I'm not one of those that where you get an extra dollar, I have to go spend it. This year, though, I did notice that I did not have one fancy coffee. I did not have one fancy piece of chocolate. I did not do, but maybe once or twice, the thrift store. Didn't go to my favorite clothing store, Plato's. Didn't go to any estate sales. Didn't go to any antique sales. Didn't go to any yard sales. Everything that I did this year was done with intent and purpose so I could see where the need was in my life and what I would have to do in order to get my identity back to the goal, the original goal that I have been trying to achieve. Working has always been the mainstay because having an income and having finances in order, projecting into the next year where I can buy a different house, being able to show income. Did my own business go on a back burner? It not only went on a back burner, but it completely went away. Trying to figure out the service that I am offering, which is my art classes. Who needs what I have? Who needs what you have? In order to find balance in your life, what is it that you are needing for yourself that's going to help you grow? My extension of my artwork, like I said, is always, it has been an extension to who I am. If I am not creating, I am not happy, because that's what takes care of my soul. That's who I am as an artist, as a business coach. The last couple of years, because everybody's lives have been put on hold, and maybe last year you started to see yourself branch out and do different things where years before you were told you could not. Did you find that your identity to which you thought you knew yourself to be no longer served? It no longer fit into a mold, because as everybody has started to come back out and try to re-find life, they can't find the place where they need to go because what worked before is no longer working now. And in terms of whoever is running our country, if you are not aware that something is not right, then I'm asking you to research your own core value and morality in life. We all deserve to be loved. We all deserve to be accepted. We all deserve to work in the capacity in which we know how to do, but is it really serving who you are? I've seen too many people who took the easy way out, grabbed the first opportunity that came along, and they just settled into what they chose. And in the long run, it is their mental health has suffered, their physical health has suffered. It is put hinders on relationships. So in this past year, having this whole last year to work on yourself and work on your goals, what have you achieved? What have you found within yourself that you could do without, that you didn't need? What part in this past year did you find an extension of yourself that was missing? Did you work on your health? Did you work on your appearance? Did you work on your weight? Did you work on changing employers? You can be in the same entity, do the same physical job, just doing it for somebody else. January, February, March, and April, I worked for one entity. I knew it was going to be a temporary. From the beginning of April to mid-July, I worked for another entity. And from July to now, I have had my hand in the same gig, and I will stay there till it no longer serves me. And I have said, wanting to move, I am willing to move out of my area, and because of what I do, I can do it anywhere. As I get older, it makes it harder to job jump, but I like change. I like things that make me feel alive, that don't drain me, where I can see growth within income. Did you see that within your last year? The people that you have been working for, did they help you grow, or did they hinder you? Did they keep you stuck and locked in misery? As we get older, we want comfort, and we want joy, and we want happy, and we want to surround ourselves with people that have that same matching vibe. And although yesterday, my Christmas was very quiet and very calm, the way it always should be, I have looked back over the last 12 Christmases in my life and how those have projected their misery into my holiday that I absolutely love. And it's not necessarily so much about that one day and that one holiday, but the people that you're surrounding yourself with, the misery that they are bringing into your life because they are refusing to change their environment. So as we go into this new year, as we are decluttering and we are organizing our life, and we are taking things that no longer serve who we used to be, are you willing to accept all the wonderful things that can be for the rest of your life? Doesn't matter what your age is. Doesn't matter if you're in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, your 70s. It's about growing in happiness. Having whomever it is in your life that is adding value. Bringing a different type of morality into your life so you can experience all the good things that are meant for you to have in this life. Can't take it with you when you leave. So while you are here on this earth at this time, as we are closing out 2022, what are you leaving behind, and what are you purposely leaving behind so you can find growth, so you can find happiness, so you can find the pure things that you are meant to do for the rest of your life? If you would like to learn more about who I am or what I teach, go over to kitryn-marie.weebly.com. Look to see all of the classes that I offer. I do teach group painting lessons. We talk about perception, we talk about perspective, we talk about color. We talk about how you can open that right and left brain of your mind so you can be a better solver, so you can find solutions in a creative way. And although you might not think painting can help you in other matters in life, you would be very surprised how once you learn how to open that flap in your right brain, left brain, how the hard things or the difficult things in your life, you see another way. You find another way where the creative side of you, you're amazed at how you didn't see that before. I also teach vision board classes where we talk about all the things that you want to bring into your life, but because you've been stuck in an environment, because society has told you that's where you need to be, we talk about how you can open your perception, how we can slowly start to introduce all those wonderful things through images and words and changing your limited belief system, because there are so many possibilities out there. It's really about who you surround yourself with in this life, who can open up the channels to help you think, to help you see things in a different way. And once you discover the images that match the words, it will be the only thing that you look for in your life. To have a painting group, you must have a minimum of 8. It is $45 a person. You being the 9th, yours is free. In the vision board class, it's $35 a person. You must have a group of 10 minimum. I come to you. The vision board, you supply your materials in, and there's a list. In my painting, I bring all the supplies to you. If you would want to take a business coaching class where you want to find and discover what your real potential is and your gifts and your talents, send me an email at kitrynmarie@gmail.com and we can go over what ideas you have in your mind and how you want to branch out. Do you have a business card? Do you have a flyer? Do you have your elevator speech? When people want to know who you are and what you do, if they Google your name, where will that lead them? Are you on all the social medias? Are you available to be in front of a camera, to have your photos taken? Do you have a service? Do you have a product? What is your craft? What is the God-given talent that you have? You want to talk about life coaching. You want to talk about where you feel like you need more in your relationships. It goes back to the vision board. It goes back to the writing in the journal, learning how to understand who you are, the who, the what, the why, the how, the where. These are all things that we discuss in mostly any of my classes, but I would love to have you in one of my classes. Again, reach out, Kitrynmarie@gmail.com, so you can learn more about what it is that I offer to you. I apologize for the glare. I was looking yesterday at all of my tools. That's the other thing. When you are closing out the year, you want to see exactly what tools you have and what you can take into the new year. I had all my cameras out. I had all my tripods out. I had all my lighting out. I was in the basement looking at all of my merchandise that I have in my supply and stock and the things that I know that I need to replenish to help me be a successful business woman. Again, I'm Kitryn Marie, reside in St. Louis, Missouri, an artist, writer, speaker, life, and a business coach. I would love to hear from you. Wherever you are, I hope you are warm, I hope you are happy, and I hope you are healthy. Do not deprive yourself of the things that you know your soul needs. I really do hope to hear from you. For today, for tomorrow, be happy, be blessed, be thankful for all the wonderful things that do come into your life. Remember, fate does turn on a dime and only you get to decide what side of the coin you want to be on. So y'all take care and have a happy, happy new year. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.